Katherine felt the world blur around her, as if Anne had pulled her into a place where nothing else mattered. The sound of her breath, steady and calm, seemed to fill every corner of the room. She'd never been in a space like this, not with anyone, where the weight of time and worry seemed to lift so easily. All her doubts, her fears, felt miles away, like they belonged to a version of herself she'd left behind. "I'm lost in you," Katherine admitted, her voice barely more than a whisper, but it felt like the truest thing she had ever said. It wasn't just the way Anne looked at her, or the way she held her. It was everything. The way Anne had lived through so much, and yet still found room for someone like Katherine. The way Katherine felt safe in her arms, as though she were exactly where she was meant to be. Anne's smile was soft, almost knowing. "You're not lost, Katherine. You're found." "I think we both are." Katherine closed her eyes for a moment, letting the warmth of Anne's words sink deep into her chest. She wanted to hold onto this feeling, wanted to freeze the moment in time. She could feel the difference now. This wasn't fleeting. This wasn't a crush or a brief affair. There was something deeper, more enduring about Anne. Something that made Katherine feel like she was touching the very core of herself. "I don't know how to be here," Katherine confessed again. At this time, the words didn't sound as fearful. They were more like an invitation. "I've never loved anyone this way. Not like this." Anne's fingers brushed Katherine's hair back from her face, her touch gentle, yet grounding. "I know," she said, her voice like a soft melody, "but we'll learn together. I've loved before, Katherine, but nothing like this. Nothing like you." Katherine swallowed, her throat tightening with the weight of those words. There was something impossibly tender in the way Anne looked at her, as though she held Katherine's heart in her hands, careful but sure. I'm so scared, Katherine admitted, her voice cracking slightly. I'm scared of losing this, losing you, of how it might all change. Anne pulled her close, her arms wrapping around Katherine like a protective cocoon. You don't have to be scared, not with me. I'm not going anywhere. But Katherine could feel the truth of her own insecurities, how her youth made everything seem fragile, as if the future was a series of questions she couldn't answer. Still, the way Anne held her made those questions feel less daunting. Is this what love feels like? Katherine asked, her voice almost childlike in its innocence as she rested her head against Anne's chest. Anne's hand moved to stroke Katherine's hair, the rhythm steady and reassuring. Yes, darling, this is what love feels like. It's not always easy, but it's real. And when you find it, you hold on. Even if it scares you. Katherine breathed in deeply, her heart swelling with a mixture of wonder and longing. She wasn't sure where this love would take them, or how it would evolve. But she knew one thing. She didn't want to let go. Not now, not ever. She was already too far gone, lost in Anne's warmth, in the depth of her eyes, in a soft promise of a future yet to be written. And for the first time, Katherine allowed herself to surrender to the moment, to the woman who had so quietly, so steadily captured her heart. As they stayed wrapped in each other's arms, the weight of the outside world began to fade. For once, Katherine didn't feel like she was running toward something or away from something. She simply felt like she was here, in this space with Anne, and that was enough. Anne had given her something she'd never known she needed, a love that was not bound by time. But was strong enough to navigate it. And Katherine, for the first time in her life, felt like she was exactly where she belonged.